13 minutes. All it took was 13 minutes to raise my hype for Tears of the Kingdom. Holy sh! We are going to be talking about Tears of the Kingdom and the new trailer video that was announced, where basically Anomura said he would play 10 minutes of the game and show off things to us, and there'll be some news. And oh my god, there is a lot to say, but let's start from the beginning here. Let's set things up. Let's set the stage a bit before we continue on with the news. We have been seeing trailers for Tears of the Kingdom since, like, what, 2019? After a while of seeing story trailer after story trailer, I was hyped about it, sure, but at the same time, I kind of wanted more and was expecting more, so much so that when Tears of the Kingdom, there was a trailer for it in the latest direct, it was starting to get a little bit old, and I was kind of in need for something else. And I mean, sure, I was going to get the game. I was still a little bit excited for the game, but I'd be lying if my interest was like, oh yeah, Tears of the Kingdom, I'll play that, sure. It wasn't really that high in the hype meter, if you know what I mean. A couple days ago, Anomura announced that he would be making a video about Tears of the Kingdom, updating more things and him showing off the game. I was a little nervous, to be completely honest with you, because I was worried that the game was going to get delayed. That didn't happen, thankfully. But even then, this was going to kind of make or break where I was with how excited I was with Tears of the Kingdom. And break it certainly did. Broke my expectation. Anomura starts out just playing the game. Like, no flashy things, no fancy trailers, no heavy cinematic story elements. He's just playing the game. And you know what? It's been a while since we've seen a developer and Nintendo just show off a game like this, and it's kind of refreshing. Really miss that with Nintendo, getting like the developers to just play their games. Like, last time we saw that was probably when Sakurai was showing off Smash. There's something authentic and really cool about it. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks like Breath of the Wild 2.0. I was a little worried at this point that that's all it was going to be. I would still get it. And Breath of the Wild 2.0 looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous. This game is gorgeous. The last game was gorgeous. This is even more gorgeous. We do see some sky islands at top. That's new. And we see one fall. But we see Link rewind time with his arm to bring and to jump on there and go up to the sky, which is really cool. It's one of the new features, Recall Rewinds. It's basically where you can move objects reverse in order to, like, go up to higher places, I assume solve puzzles. That's a new thing. That's really cool. I was always wondering, how do you get to the sky? How do you explore the sky? You can do that. That's really cool. Okay, now the big thing. The big thing that's going to take up the majority of the video, that the part that made me go, this is going to be big. The weapon fusion. Anomura has a stick. And he's like, oh, this stick is about to break. What should I do? Oh, I know. I will fuse it to this rock to get a more powerful and more durable rock stick. You can fuse weapons in Breath of the Wild. This is... You do not know how cool this is. The fact that you could just take weapons and fuse them together to make an even more powerful weapon just by fighting things from the ground is incredible and awesome and so creative. And it's not just weapons and weapons. You could, like, construct items into weapons. You could add meat to a weapon. You could add those eyes and not only use those eyes to your weapon, but you could add them to your arrows to make them sort of like automatically fire at your targets instead of just aiming at them and missing. It'll just automatically shoot your target. And that's really cool that you're having these items that you were once used to, like, create things or cook things in the game. They can be used for your weapons in order to make them better or different. Yes, weapon durability is back and weapons do break, but I don't mind it this time. And the reason I don't mind it here compared to minding it in Breath of the Wild is that in Breath of the Wild, you got weapons from, like, dungeons and fighting enemies, and eventually that became somewhat of a chore. With Tears of the Kingdom, it looks like you could turn anything into a weapon. And that is awesome. If you just need a weapon, oh, just grab a stick and this rock, and bam, you got a stick rock. That's gonna last you a while. Ooh, what's this? This stick and this pitchfork? There you go, a longer range weapon. You could just take all sorts of things out in the wild and make them and craft them into a better weapon, and that is insane. And it honestly fixes the problem because you'll always have a weapon ready. And even if you don't, you could just look around the area and see what you can create. You might find something cool. But the customization doesn't stop there. No, 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 no. It's not just weapons you can customize. Remember those vehicles that were in the trailer? You make those. You can use Ultra Hand to just take random items and craft different vehicles. Anamura made like a boat just from taking like 3 logs and 2 fans that were just around, and he made like a little makeshift boat. Do you see why I'm hyped about this? The fact that we have Legend of Zelda nuts and bolts. It seems almost funny thinking about it, but the fact is that you could add anything to these vehicles. If you find a cool looking item and you're able to take it, you could add it to your vehicle. If you find like a sail or like a motor, you can add it to your vehicle for decorations or for functions, or maybe to see if you could like lift it up in the air to go to have like your own sky vehicle. It does seem to run like for a limited time, like the fans. I did see a battery on the fans, so things seem to be with a limited power, but still everything seems fully customizable. And that is why I'm really hyped about this now. Before, I was excited, but I wasn't like extremely excited for this game. Now the fact that you can fuse weapons and customize everything, each playthrough is going to be entirely different for everyone. People are just going to spend all of Tears of the Kingdom just like lining up and customizing different vehicles. No vehicle will truly be the same as the other. Sure, you could do similar things, but every little bit of touch is different, and the only limit is your imagination. If I want to make a weapon with meat, I can do it. If I want to make a large boat that not only sails the ocean, but the sky itself, I could probably do that. The fact that we're able to customize and craft, that's what this is, crafting with Legend of Zelda, blows my mind entirely and makes me extremely looking forward to playing this game. Not to mention you could explore all around Hyrule while doing this, but also the skies of Hyrule and these sky islands, where you could basically just find random things and new enemies and all sorts of different materials to craft your vehicles and weapons. Oh, it's so good. It looks so cool. This is a game changer. This is a game changer. All this time I was wondering, why are they delaying this game so much? What is so different about this compared to Breath of the Wild that it needs to be a 2 instead of a DLC? This is why. This is why. The fact that they put so much that you could do with the customization. I can see why this was delayed now. I'm a blubbery mess. I'm a blubbery mess of hype. That's what I am. There's other things that they mentioned as well, like, you know, through the trailer you saw Link go through the ceiling. That's a power. That's something you can do. You could go through the ceiling, whether you're stuck in a cage, you could just escape out. Or if you're in a cave, if you decide to go up the ceiling, it'll take you all the way up to the top of a mountain. It's a great way to, like, instead of traveling and using stamina, as long as you're below a ceiling, you could just get up there. They also showed off new enemies, like this construct, which is like this robotic Zelda thing, which may be made from the materials of the Sheik. I don't know quite now. It also showed that enemies themselves could have different weapons and different customizations. Like, it showed Link being, like, blown off the island because of an enemy. That's interesting. That's new. That's something that's going to make this different from Breath of the Wild. And the last cool thing was that it showed off Link falling down from the sky, which, honest to God, gave me a lot of Skyward Sword vibes. I think that's what it was going for. Finally, after all the gameplay was shown, after all that news, we got news of a Legend of Zelda Nintendo Switch OLED edition. I know this has been rumored for quite some time now, like for a while. I was honestly surprised it wasn't mentioned during the Direct, but we got news of it today. It looks gorgeous. It looks beautiful. I'm sure fans of Zelda are going to buy it. I'm surprised it's not sold out at this very moment I'm recording. I checked. It's not. Not only that, they announced a Pro Controller and a case. I'm not gonna get the Switch. I already have a Switch OLED, the Splatoon 3 one. That's good enough for me. I'm not beat 'em ups. I can't afford more than one Switch OLED at the moment, but it does look dang good. I did get the Pro Controller though. I actually glad I got it because at the time this recording, it's sold out. Hopefully it comes back along with the special edition, but that's getting off topic. Overall, I am impressed with how much this made me hyped up for the game. We needed something like this. I know a lot of people are going to get it. It's one of the most pre-ordered games in Japan alone. But I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of starting to like wind down from the hype a bit and be like, oh, it'll come out when it comes out. But no, this all raised it up again. Especially the fact that you can customize your own weapons and create your own vehicles. The fact that you are able to do this varies up the gameplay so much and makes every playthrough unique. What I make is different from what a friend makes and what a stranger makes and what this person makes and that person makes. And it's gonna be so cool just to see all these different vehicles made when the game comes out. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, Tears of the Kingdom. You got me sold. You had me sold in the beginning, but now you got me extremely sold. I cannot wait to play this game, and I cannot wait to create as much as my imagination allows when it comes to customizing weapons and vehicles. Are you excited for Tears of the Kingdom? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button and stay tuned for more videos. This helped me forget about the eShop closing.